Welcome back, everybody. This is the Vintage Sewing Machine Garage YouTube channel. You are looking at the third, and hopefully the last, at least for a long time, sewing machine that I am going to be salvaging parts from. Now, this is a Singer 66 model. It is the full-sized version of a Singer 99. And there were Singer 99s, there were Singer 99Ks. These machines were built for many decades in many, well, I say many, several factories that Singer had around the world. They are one of the easiest machines to get parts for. They are fantastic machines. I call them the tractors of the sewing world. Now, the Singer 15 class is arguably one of the toughest domestic sewing machines ever built, and you can sew very heavy materials with them. For other machines that were made, including Singers that had drop-in bobbins, or the 66 style, the kind that they're called 66 because of this machine, they go in horizontally. Those machines typically cannot sew up to the extremes of heavyweight fabric the way the 15 class has, because remember, the 15 is a vertical, the 15 bobbin is in a vertical position, the 66 is in a horizontal position. Now, the reason I mention this is because the Singer 66 and the 99, which is its three-quarter sibling, little sibling, are when it comes to horizontal or top-loading bobbins, I believe is another way to describe it, they are, I believe, the toughest ever made. So if you like a top-loading bobbin and you want to sew heavy fabric, maybe not quite the extreme of a Singer 15, but this would be the machine for it. People sometimes abuse them, but again, this machine was created and engineered before the Singer 201s that would appear with their wonderful, rotary style hooks. They have much, I would say, somewhat smoother stitch. I think a Singer 201 is stitch perfection, in my opinion, for a straight stitcher. But the Singer 66 is a tough machine. It began its life. You've seen they call them the red eye models that have the special decals. Red eye was popular here, I think, in the United Kingdom. They had a lotus leaf pattern as well. But the point is, these machines are tough. I have rescued and restored many of them. This particular model I purchased because it included something I had not purchased before, which is an original Singer, right? The word Simanco, you often see, Singer Machine Company, manual or hand crank, right? It is an original Singer version. Of course, it's made with the quality that Singer once used. Still turns beautifully. After all these years, in fact, you can see, you look down inside there, you'll see what look like gear teeth when I turn it. Anyway, this was, of course, attached to the machine. It didn't have a motor because it's very possible this may never have had a motor. Singer was making sewing machines long before electric motors came out. Your choices were either to use a sewing machine with a hand crank like this, or in a treadle table, right, which is the table with the giant pedal and belts that were common before electricity became common. That's how old sewing machines are. Anyway, I saw this and I thought, oh, this will be great. I bought the machine, and it looks like the machine had been exposed to really, really severe corrosion. And that's unfortunate. So if you look, I'll show you over here, I'll show you the hand wheel first, because the hand wheel, of course, is designed to work with the hand crank, right? So when this hand crank is attached to the machine with the bolt here that I'm going to be definitely saving that bolt, then it actually installs into one of the openings of the hand wheel here. But this machine is older. This machine would later be updated by Singer. Actually, they updated it many times. They would change the bobbin winder instead of having the old style, although the old style works beautifully. I love watching them work. And of course, they would eventually come out with reverse. They had a lever they installed in place of this giant bolt. So what is this bolt? When I see this bolt, that tells me this machine does not have reverse. And for much of the early part of sewing machine history, they didn't. There were techniques for stopping, you'd have to turn the fabric, and they had all these techniques for getting to lock in a stitch. But essentially, this is a straight stitch machine without reverse, and yet people still use them because they're just wonderful machines to use, especially when you have, like I say, heavy items. And by the way, the harp space or throat space between the post here and the needle bar is a little longer, a little wider, I should say, than say the Singer 15 class. You have to get the Singer 201 to get that same little bit of extra space, which, when you're sewing on large items, that can be helpful. In any case, why is it here? Well, I attempted to remove rust.